Hello students, so finally CLAT consortium has released the scorecard which has both the details of the marks, the final marks that you have scored, and it also contains the rank that you have achieved, right? Now the rank becomes a deciding factor here, but a lot of students have asked me, or we have been getting a lot of queries from students, and this query is particularly with regards to the way the final score has been calculated or the way the final key has been published. So there are two concerns here. One, students are not satisfied with the final key, and second, it looks like a lot of students have score difference between what they have actually scored in the paper and what the consortium has published in their final scorecard. Right, if you can see here, we can finally see our score here. Once you log in that final, as you know that there was this green carbon copy of the OMR that was given to you, and when students tallied the green OMR sheet's score and when they saw the final score that was released by the consortium, they feel like there is a huge difference between that. And if you're very sure of that, then there is this particular option, submit grievance. Once you log into your particular account, you come down here, there is an option called submit grievances. Now in grievance you can submit one grievance. Now here you can write the nature of grievance. Right, if you have scored less than what you should be scoring actually, then you can mention it here, saying that the nature of the grievance is mistally, or say you can write that how there is a difference in actual score and the score published by consortium. You can give a suitable title, it doesn't make any difference, but your description, the grievance is very important. Here you have to completely describe what is the issue supported by documents. So you have to write that I am here in attaching the carbon copy and my scorecard. Both of them you can attach it here, and you can mention that I have attached it, and you can clearly mention that there is a huge score difference between, or whatever score difference it is, huge, or you can mention the number, right? And you can write it down here, saying that that particular scorecard which is released by consortium doesn't tally with the actual score that you have construed after checking the final provisional key. Now here there is something that you have to keep in mind. Your final score you have to check along with the final key that has been released. Consortium has on 2nd or 3rd, they have released this provisional key. Then afterwards the objections were raised and 4 questions were withdrawn and 3 questions were changed. After this entire thing happened, the final key has been released. So take that final key into account, take the final key, take your carbon copy and check if there is a score difference. Use this particular grievance and submit it. Remember, this grievance is not going to the consortium, but rather there is a particular entity which has been created, which includes a retired High Court judge. So possibly there is chances that, positively thinking, there are chances that this would be taken up seriously. But as of now, any concerns if you have with regards to the result, with regards to the rankings, right? Also, if you see, there is another option of view category wise rank. Now if you go to here, this particular place, now here also a lot of students have seen inconsistency, as like the position, rank and the available seats, they are not matching, or they're not in conformity with each other. Because if you see logically, what should happen is there are 318 seats and this particular thing, that matrix is not matching. So whatever be the concern, right, the main concern looks like the scorecard or the final score not matching, whether it be that or anything, go to submit grievance, write the nature, right, nature of the grievance, say the tally is not matching, nature of the grievance, say the final answer key is on the face wrong, or whatever it is, you mention it. It looks like this particular grievance is not to challenge the answers as such, but rather any other discrepancies, which is most possibly with regards to your score and rank. That you can mention that there is issue with score or there is issue with rank, and then you can come to the grievance and describe it, attach the document. If your scores are not tallying or matching to what it should, then in that case you can mention, or you can attach 2 documents, that is your scorecard and the scorecard released by consortium, and a photocopy or scanned version of your OMR, green OMR sheet, and you can attach it and you can click on this particular agree button and then submit the grievance. This should help you in reaching out to the appropriate authorities and resolving your issue. With that, we come to the end of the video. Hope this was a useful video for you. Thank you so much for watching.